Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. It is right now. You're right here. My name is Manuel, and it's my pleasure to welcome you. Today is day 4 of the show, and I have to congratulate you for making the best decision of the day to spend some time with me. Let's get started. All right. Today we'll begin in Genoa City because finally, someone used their brain. Devon put it together. The other day, I said I was disappointed Kane didn't just tell Devon outright that Victor was behind Lily's kidnapping. Instead, we got this slow burn deduction. But you know what? It paid off. Devon figured it out himself, and he did it intelligently. No melodrama, no wild leaps, just logic. And when he and Nate showed up to confront Victor at the ranch, that was very satisfying. Now, how this plays out? Well, that's a whole different story. But the confrontation itself, absolutely earned. Here's where it gets interesting. Victor has been saying from the beginning that Lily is a willing participant. And honestly, I think he's probably telling the truth. It's becoming more and more obvious that Lily cut a deal. And the most popular theory, the one that makes the most sense, is that Victor has promised her Chancellor. There's just one tiny complication, of course. Billy holds the reins in that right now. So Victor may have promised something he can't currently deliver. Kind of awkward, don't you think? Now, let's assume Lily is fully in on this. Let's assume she helped fake her own kidnapping to punish Kane. The timing of her reveal is going to be everything. She expose herself while Victor's still trying to reclaim Newman? Does it happen after a successful takeover? Or does it blow up before any of that? Because no matter when it happens, the fallout is going to be absolutely nuclear. And yes, Kane will definitely be hurt. Maybe furious, but definitely devastated. Or whatever version of Kane we're getting these days, because he's gone from conflicted to lovelorn to borderline saintly. Let's not forget, his great crime, as I keep mentioning, was becoming a secret billionaire. That's it. That's the sin that justified his children and his ex wife turning on him. So, does he deserve this elaborate psychological warfare? I don't think so myself. But here's who I'm really watching: Devon. Devon just lived through Dominic's kidnapping trauma. He knows what that does to a family. If he finds out Lily willingly faked her own kidnapping as a part of a scheme with Victor, oh boy. I don't care how much he dislikes Kane, I don't see him being okay with that. There's going to be serious family fracture here. And I have no spoilers, no previews, no secret intel, just logic. And the logic says when Lily's role comes out, it's going to be ugly. And I'll be honest, I haven't been a Lily fan in a while. I don't like how she's handled this. I don't like how she's treated Kane. And if this theory proves true, it's not going to help her case. All right, let's head out west to Los Angeles and the bold and the beautiful. Let's talk about this so-called love triangle between Will, Electra, and RJ. I call it non-existent because we, as the audience, know Electra hasn't actually done anything wrong. Ivy is manufacturing drama, and Ivy, what happened to her? Within the world of the show, she used to be one of the better angels. Now, manipulative, lying, inserting herself, clearly trying to keep Will and Electra apart. And yes, of course I know the writers are the ones pulling the strings. But inside that universe of the bold and beautiful, Ivy has pivoted hard into schemer territory. And siding with RJ, well, let's go ahead and talk about RJ. Between RJ Forrester and Will Spencer, who is the more genuine young man? It's not RJ. RJ saw a vulnerable, hurt girl, and what did he see? Opportunity. He didn't approach Electra with concern, he approached her with strategy. Undermine Will, move in, go for the kiss. And he did. And yes, Electra protested after, and rather gently. So let's not pretend she shoved him off a cliff. We've had plenty of those happen already. But in the bigger picture, Will has shown more restraint, more selflessness. He even made and let me be clear, in my opinion, wrong call to throw Dylan out because he thought that's what Electra wanted. Or rather, I should say, he knew that's what Electra wanted, and he caved in. So he has what I think of as misguided loyalty. He's not about manipulation. And RJ, again, let's be honest. Ridge, his father, has never exactly been one of the better angels. So RJ being a chip off the old block isn't exactly shocking. Now, before we wrap all this, let's go ahead and address the dog not barking. And that is Sheila, that we did not see this week. The storyline has been bothering me. Sheila has bent over backwards to reform. She has been devoted to Deacon. She has been sincere. She is deeply in love. And she truly has believed that Taylor was helping her marriage. Maybe naively, but sincerely. And what we're seeing now feels like a setup to yank the rug out from under her. My hope, let me repeat, my hope is that they do not use this to resurrect cartoon villain Sheila. Let her rise above it. If Deacon chooses Taylor, fine. Sheila should say, okay, divorce granted, but I'll take Il Giardino. Why not? She helped build it. She works there. She's invested in it emotionally and financially. She's a big part of its success. So let her walk away from Deacon strong, because let's talk about Taylor for a second. Professional ethics, boom, out the window. You do not start something with a patient, period. And it's very clear her advice to Deacon was early on getting influenced by her own feelings. So spare me the moral superiority. And as for Deacon acting like Sheila is some irredeemable monster suddenly, what exactly was her unforgivable sin against him? Trying to secretly help her granddaughter? And then risking her own life to stop Luna from hurting Steffi? That's the villain we're supposed to condemn? Tuh, please. So, we have Devon stepping up in Genoa City, Lily walking into potential disaster, then back in Los Angeles, RJ circling like a hawk, Ivy rewriting her personality, Taylor dropping ethics, and Sheila possibly about to get railroaded. Yeah, that's enough for today. We'll continue tomorrow. And as always, stay bold and restless.